Let's begin the Book of Jubilees with a little bit of a summary taken from about a 30,000-foot view. The Book of Jubilees was written around the 2nd century BCE and is often called the Lesser Genesis or the Secrets of Moses. It takes the familiar stories from Genesis and Exodus, from Adam and Eve all the way to the parting of the Red Sea, packs them with fascinating behind-the-scenes details. It introduces an exact 364-day cosmic calendar and explains the hidden roles of angels and demons and gives names to characters who were left anonymous in the standard history. The Book of Jubilees explained the cosmic secret. Introduction: the hidden notebook of Moses. Imagine climbing to the peak of a jagged, smoke-filled mountain surrounded by thick, dark clouds and flashing lightning. While standing on Mount Sinai, Moses didn't just receive the famous 10 Commandments. According to an ancient text called the Book of Jubilees, God also revealed a secret master notebook of history. Written over 2,100 years ago, Jubilees rewrites the oldest stories of the world, from Adam and Eve to Noah's Ark, but fills in the missing puzzle pieces. It explains how the universe runs on a perfect hidden cosmic clock, names the secret wives of historical figures, and reveals the hidden war between legions of angels and a rebellion of dark spirits. Chapter 1: The Cosmic Clock of 49 Years. The book gets its unique name from how it measures time. Instead of counting by regular centuries, the text reveals that history is organized by a giant divine calendar based on the number 7. Every 7 years is called a week of years. And when you combine 7 of these weeks together, 7 times 7, you get 49 years, a block of time called a jubilee. According to the text, everything in history happens on a perfect schedule. The universe runs on a strict 364-day solar calendar, divided into exact seasons. The book argues that if humanity forgets this rhythm, the seasons will drift, the moon will trick the nations, and history will fall into total chaos. By viewing history through this cosmic clock, every major event, from creation to the Exodus, happens at the exact year, month, and day it was always meant to happen. Chapter 2: The Secrets of Eden and the Hidden Family Tree. When Jubilees looks at the Garden of Eden, it adds details that standard history leaves out. It explains that the garden was actually a holy sanctuary guarded by angels since the very first week of creation. It even notes that Adam and Eve spent exactly 7 years in the garden before the serpent tricked them, speaking to them on the exact day the animals lost their ability to talk. But the biggest mystery it solves for readers is the ancient family tree. In standard ancient texts, we hear about Adam and Eve's sons, Cain and Abel and Seth, but the text never mentions who they married to continue human history. The Book of Jubilees pulls back the curtain and names their sisters. It reveals that Cain married his sister Awan, and Seth married his sister Azura. By giving these forgotten historical figures their names and stories, the book builds a complete, connected family tree for the ancient world. Chapter 3: Noah, the Angels, and the Herbs of Healing. After the Great Flood, a new and terrifying problem arose for Noah and his family. The world became infected by dark spirits, the leftover remnants of rebellious faction of fallen angels. These unseen entities began tricking Noah's grandchildren, causing sickness, nightmares, and madness throughout the growing villages. Noah stood before the altar and prayed for his family's survival. God heard his prayer, sent a high-ranking angel of presence to intervene. The angel bound 90% of the dark spirits in a deep prison beneath the earth. But the most interesting part? The angel left the remaining 10% under the control of a dark leader named Mastema to test humanity's character. To help humans survive this dark influence, the angel taught Noah the secrets of medicine, showing him exactly which plants, roots, and herbs could cure illnesses and fend off dark energies. Noah wrote these secrets down in a special book, passing the ancient art of healing down to his son Shem. Chapter 4: Abraham and the Trial of Mastema. Our final chapter follows Abraham, a man living in a world that had forgotten the cosmic calendar. From a young age, Abraham realized the stars and the moon shouldn't be worshipped as gods. They were just gears in a larger divine clock. The text reveals a shocking behind-the-scenes look at Abraham's famous trial on Mount Moriah. In standard history, it seems like God tests Abraham's loyalty out of nowhere. But the Book of Jubilees reveals a celestial court battle. The dark leader Mastema stood before the divine throne and challenged Abraham's loyalty, saying, "If Abraham truly loves you, make him sacrifice his son Isaac. He will surely fail." God accepted the challenge to prove Mastema wrong. Throughout the difficult trial, it was Mastema who tried to delay Abraham, while the angels of presence stood by weeping with joy when Abraham proved his unshakable integrity, utterly defeating the dark leader's plot. Epilogue: The Blueprint of Time. The Book of Jubilees finishes right where it started, with Moses on the mountaintop holding the complete blueprint of time. For centuries, this book was a treasured guide for ancient communities, including the scribes who hid the Dead Sea Scrolls in desert caves. By filling in the blanks of the ancient world, Jubilees reminds us that history is never just a random series of accidents. Instead, it paints a picture of a universe where every name matters, every plant has a purpose, and time itself ticks to a grand cosmic rhythm.